candidacy. And part of the reason for that is that the Assembly District, which is the 21st, is half in San Mateo County and half in Santa Clara County. And so one of the challenges for me in this race is that I'm fairly well known in San Mateo County, not as well known in Santa Clara County. And this district is drawn in such a way that it goes all the way down to Los Gatos and the Almaden Valley of San Jose. And so there are a lot of folks that I have to begin to meet. So before we really got engaged after the first of the year in spending probably twice as much time there as I will spend in San Mateo County, wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity to kind of let you guys send me off. There are a host of my colleagues in local elected office here, and I'm going to invite you up in just a moment. But I want you to understand that the key reason that I am running for the State Assembly is because I want to decentralize the power that has been aggregated in Sacramento. And I want to get power back in the hands of local school boards, local city councils, and boards of supervisors. I think that governance works best when it is closest to the people. And so I think that we need to find a way to make sure that our local governments have the tools and resources to administer their responsibilities. And I think that we have to first change the way we govern in the state of California. And that must be the first priority. And certainly will be mine if I get elected to the State Assembly. And part of that is restoring this partnership with local government and returning power to local government. There are obviously really important issues that we face in California. The economic situation that we have, our need to grow jobs, also our education system, and our need to return it to world-class status. Far too many of our young people are not completing school, and our best and our brightest can no longer afford tuition or even get entrance into our state universities and state colleges. And we need to address critical resource issues, including how we're going to deal with water. How will we capture water when there's no longer a Sierra snowpack serving as our reservoir? And how will we transmit that water once we capture it and get it to the places it needs to be? But one of the challenges I see is that we don't often get to deal with those issues in Sacramento, or they get dealt with in the last 24 hours of a session because of the partisan bickering, because of the inability to put California and its needs first over everything else, and the fact that in so many ways the governance system is broken. And so we need to repair the way we govern in California. And that will be something that I will take on as a first task. Let me just tell you a little bit about the race. As I said, this is a district that stretches all the way down to San Jose. There are two other opponents in the race at the moment that I think will stay in the race. Filing period isn't until March. Who knows what will happen, but I think there's probably three of us who are kind of in this for the long haul. Certainly I am. But Yoriko Kishimoto, who is on the City Council of Palo Alto and has a credible base in her community, and Josh Becker, who is a young venture capitalist, not held public office, but certainly knows how to, in terms of venture capital world, raise money, and we think we'll probably have some money to spend on the campaign. I do think that this is a winnable campaign, or I wouldn't be in it. And I am very pleased and honored to have incredible support. The list of endorsements is just amazing, and far outshines anyone that is running And so, finally, I want to say thank you to those of you who saw our little notice at the bottom and brought a toy. We're collecting these, and they're going to the Police Activities League program that serves San Mateo and Foster City, and also the Foster City Fire Department, to where we donate those toys. It is an interesting time of year, and I was reflecting on this yesterday and made these comments, and I share them with you. And that is that it strikes me that here in the Northern Hemisphere, at the time of year when we have the least amount of sunlight, and therefore the most darkness, that all of the religions, all of the cultures in the Northern Hemisphere at this time of year celebrate light. Whether it is a star in the sky, whether it is a candle being lit, whether it is lights on a tree, whether it's a Yule log burning, it is a time of year when we celebrate light overcoming darkness, whatever our traditions or background. And certainly, at this point in time, there is much darkness for us to cope with. But I believe that collectively, we can bring light back to California. I think that we can make a difference in this state. So my wish for all of you is that at this time of year, there is great light in your life. That each of you has the light of joy, the light of peace, the light of family, the light of prosperity. And I thank you so very much for being here today to help and support me on this journey. I will be asking you for further help, I promise. I will need help in getting door to door to meet people. I will need help in terms of additional funds and additional friends that can help. But at this point, I wanted to do something. I want to invite up so that we can have a class photo